Alright, what's up guys? So we're in Kampot and you're watching Tom Trips Out. It's about 5 p.m. so it's getting close to sunset or like gold when everything looks yellow. We're gonna go down this little side road here. I've walked most of the way in, so we skipped all the boring part. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, I'm a Canadian. I've lived in Cambodia for like 4.5 years now. Mostly in Phnom Penh, but now almost a year in Kampot. And we're heading towards we'll go towards the river. There's a big, nice beach there, like a river beach. And at this time, when it's very close to sunset, you can see the mountain, and it's a little cloudy, but it looks misty in the colors. There's a short time where it's all colorful, and we'll see what the scene is like there. It's a popular place to go in the evening, so it should be pretty good. This is a school right here. Can't like walk in there filming, but you can look at it over my shoulder. And hey, if you're interested in teaching abroad, you can ask me questions now or about living here or about me or my channel. I stopped and waited and looked at him, and then he honked. It's like a stupid idiot. I was a teacher for 2 years, and if you want to know how I did it, the link's below where you could follow in my footsteps and do the same TEFL program I took, and they help you with everything from guidance on the right visas to like getting in the country, getting you certified and teaching practice, and then lining up with job interviews to help you get your first job. They also have a shorter program if you already have your TEFL or you're getting it your own way. They have a shorter one where you skip all that stuff because you have it already, and you just do some teaching practice, and they still do the job support. So it's a good way to get your first job. Even if you have your own TEFL, go to the website and check out that one. It's only 1 week and it's cheaper. So we're almost there. We're like 2 blocks away from the beach, probably. It's basically the end of this road here. Things have cooled down a little bit too. Luckily, it's been so hot lately, like almost 40 degrees. Like right now, it's probably like 28 or something. Or it's a nice breeze. It rained overnight the other day. That cooled things down. It's not even rain season, but some kind of weather system came through. And I've got a few ideas for videos. I've just been, I don't know, been putting it off kind of, or I have my camera with me though, but we're losing sunlight, so I might not do anything after this live stream, but we'll have a really good live stream. But I have one all planned out about if you're, for people who are going to be brand new to Cambodia, here's like 8 or 7 or 8 like culture shocks that you're gonna have to deal with. So some of the ones you should expect, like, you know what I mean? Then maybe they won't be as shocking. Culture shocks. There's also, it's not new at all, but I haven't done a video. There's an American barbecue place in town where there's like, you know, ribs and smoky chicken, and so people were saying I should do that. Let's just keep going straight. It's rush hour now because it's like 5. Let's see, and maybe I actually have cash on me for once, so if there's anything that looks good at the beach, maybe I could buy a snack or something. Someone says, "Hi dear, you should meet my friend from England living in Kampong." This must be a school too or something. Students everywhere. Oh, that's right there. So that's 2 schools I've shown you already just walking on this one road here. Someone says, going to Kampot next February. Hello. What is your name? Oh, very good. Oh, I know that's the second thing they always learn. They learn hello, then they always say, "What is your name?" So someone says, "How much you pay for rent in Kampot?" I pay 130 for a 1-bedroom house. Little house. But it has a 1-bedroom. Some of them out there are just a room, like just a studio room. But I don't have much of a kitchen. It's like a sink and a little bit of counter space, and I put my air fryer and a kettle there, and that's it. And I have a grill I can use outside. So if you're just tuning in, we're in Kampot. We're going to the beach, and it's close to sunset. It's like 5 in the evening. I just noticed a bunch of people joined in here. If you like Cambodia content and you want even more, I have a members area where I put extra videos, extra live streams, and also when I upload my videos early, the members can see them early, like sneak peeks before they're released public. And it's a good way to help support if you want to help out me. Oh man, there's people riding right up my ass back there. Ooh, durians. So the gas prices are getting a little bit better. That's still high, but it was higher like 2 weeks ago. That means that's pretty much $1.50. That's what that means. And I think at one point it was even $1.75. So it's just at these lights down here is the beach. So that's where we're going. And you know, it's a popular place. People come in the evening because it's free to go there and it's beautiful, and the beach is there, and there should be colors in the sky. And also little restaurants, vendors, like they set up chairs in the sand, and like they make their own little dining room in the sand on the beach. So and they put lights out and stuff, and we'll see all that. Look at this car. It's got like a two-tone, like under, it's gray but purple if you look in the right light. Mazda. Had like a pink undershade or whatever it's called. Low light. Highlight? I don't know. Might be too cloudy to have a really good sunset. How's the internet in Kampot compared to PP? It's equal. But like I experience difficulty because where I live, it's one Wi-Fi that all the houses share one, and so it gets bogged down. And I feel like my house is also like situated in a dead zone. If I take if I take 2 steps away from my house, it's like way stronger. But I could just get my own internet. Like the infrastructure's there, and it would be fiber optic. It's fibe. And it costs maybe $15 a month, and I could have my own dedicated internet that no one else sharing with no one else. Fuck. People drive on the wrong. I think it's safe to cross, and then people driving on the wrong side of the road screw me. And then it's big trucks. You don't want to risk that. Go with this guy. Holy fuck. Fucking idiot. You have to be careful here. They don't know how to drive at all. And you might think, well, you're just walking out on the road. In Southeast Asia, that's how it's sort of meant to be. It's all like liquid. You, at a good time, you step out and you flow with it. And then they gunned it like they were gonna try to run me over. We're already there. We're just on the outside. This building's in the way right here. So we're almost at the parking lot here. That busy road messed up my... Here we go. We were going to cross right at that bridge, but it was too much chaos over there. Nice, eh? Yeah, so if you like more Cambodia content, I've got a members area, and the link is below for that if you want to see what you get for that. It's $4.99, and you can just quit after 1 month if you want. You get extra stuff, and you'll see my videos early before they come out. The members get sneak peeks at like scheduled videos. So this is the Kampot Beach. Why did I say kept? This is where they set up in the sand, and there's some better ones further down. Here was like a failure. They're building a big sculpture here. That's going to be two hands coming out of the ground, like looking like this. Kind of, but two hands beside each other like that. And they only got like part of a forearm done here. So I saw a picture online on what it's going to look like, and they were trying to get it done for Khmer New Year, which was last week, so they didn't get it done. Looks nice. Can you swim in that river? Yeah, people do swim in it, but there's lots of boats going by and so it's not like I wouldn't try to drink that water, or maybe put your head like swallow any maybe, but like people come to the beach and splash around on shore, or like go in, or they'll rent jet skis and they're going on kayaks out there. So like in those things, like you end up falling in the water. Like even when I went kayaking, we fell in, and I think it's fine. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm just going off, like no one ever talks about it or seems worried about it. Everyone's swimming in it. Oh, what's this? Oh, wow. He's got seafood. Oh, no. I'm okay. I couldn't. They were trying to offer me some like snails. That's nice. No, they so want to. It was in my last video too. Have a beer with us. Like they don't even fully speak English. They're just like trying to have some of this with us. Like really nice and friendly or whatever. So this, I've talked about this before, but this pathway coming up right here, it's little rocks all glued down like one at a time, or cemented down. And you're supposed to come and take your shoes off, and then you slowly go across, and you get a foot massage from the rocks as you walk along it. And this is probably telling you what parts of your foot, will affect what parts of your body if you massage that part of your foot. Hey, oh hey. I'm in a live stream right now. Yeah, someone said hi. No, I don't. Someone asked, was that a ladyboy? Nah, it's just someone that lives in my neighborhood, kind of. So more, this could be a video sometime, or maybe even tonight. Like, come here and order food and all that and sit down, but like, and in my experience, it's usually expensive, and it's kind of meant to, you get sharing plates. Like you get two, the orders are sort of big. You pick like 3 or 4 things, and then a bunch of you share it. So like when I come as one person, I can just buy one big plate of something like fish fins or something, like I did on the boat that time. And there's other ways you could support too. If you there's the $ icon at the bottom, or you could consider becoming a member for a month. I wanted to ask you guys something too. I also do songwriting on acoustic guitar, and I'm thinking of making a small release of 3 songs that I have right now, and I could record them at home or something. And I could put them on a section on YouTube where maybe it costs a few bucks to check out those 3 songs. Would anyone be into hearing my original music? Or I could just like put links to it for free, I guess, or I don't know. I just thought that might be just a distraction from my channel that's not really about writing songs and stuff like that, but I thought if you're fans of me, you might be interested to see what kind of music am I writing or whatever. But oh yeah. There was something I was going to do after this, so we could just start walking towards that. And hey, if you're interested in moving abroad and you're thinking about Cambodia and you don't know the best way to go, you could follow in my footsteps. The link is below to the TEFL program I took, and that's what helped me guide me on how to get in the country. They helped line me up with my first job. They're government accredited, so they back you up when you're applying for jobs. Having them on the resume, it's also a baked-in reference, because the school you're trying to get a job at will call AVSE to ask about you. And other people that have just landed here and they're getting a job, there's no reference they can call. And so going through AVSE, they have your back. They've got the reputation. They're accredited by the government, and they'll help line you up with your first job. Basically get you job interviews till you land one. And the link's below for that if you're interested. And you just mention you heard of it from me. Okay, we'll walk along the beautiful promenade here. It's just getting past this bridge is tricky. You have to just go. I've done a video about this. That's a restaurant. That boat there, it's fixed there. They don't go on any cruises, but the food is pretty good. Khmer food, and you can sit on the roof of it too. Wow, we got 26 people in here. Press like or write in the chat where you're watching from, or say something, or here we go. Do you have any upcoming gigs? No, but in April I had like 5 already. So I had a pretty busy April. We're working on it though. Me and this piano guy I play with, we're talking to some bars that might get us as a residency. Like that means you're booked every week. It's you, or it doesn't have to be. It could be twice a month or something, like every other week. And we're in talks and sending videos of ourselves from other shows to see if they'll give it to us. Next, do you teach English as your full-time job? No, like what you're looking at now is my full-time job. I've been here for 4.5 years, and the last 2 years I've only been doing YouTube only, and my band and playing in bands for fun and stuff. I was teaching grade 8 English, grade 8 for like the first maybe 2.5 years I was here. And then my YouTube is so strong that I just quit that. And the last 2 years or so, or maybe a bit more than 2 years, I've been just freelance, you would call it, I guess. This is Starbucks. And this whole time I've been freelance, just the last 2.5 years, there was only one time when I was getting low on money and I did teach online part-time, but it's like I had 2 or 3 students that you'd only see for 1 hour, like twice a week. Like it was not having a job. It was online, like one-on-one online. So I used teaching, which I do love, to support me and build myself up while I made my side hustle a reality, and then took it over. And it worked. It wouldn't have been possible without, teaching. And it's always there for me. When this all goes to tits up, I can go back to teaching again. I liked it because it's like performing. I get more tired than the average teacher, I think, because I don't even sit down, and I'm just like, oh, I feel like, and if they're not paying attention, I'm like, I'm losing the audience, and I try to get more fun or more entertained. It's like, I feel like I drain all my energy when I teach, but I like how it's like putting on a show, or you're up there on the spotlight in front of everybody. Like, someone says, do I have any ladyboy stories? No, not really. I don't know. I don't go to, I've never even, not even once to try it. I've never even stepped foot in one of those bars that's like the lady bars. Or ones that have lady boys, for that matter. But you have a story. When I first left Canada, and I was in Phuket in Thailand. So this is like in 2021. Imagine like November 2021 or something. And the massage places everywhere, when you walk by, they catcall you or they try to lure you in. And then sometimes they're so brave that they like grab you by the arms and try to like pull you into their shop, and they're doing it in a flirty way, but it's annoying when you don't want to be. And or sometimes they'll as you walk by, they give you a little bit of they grab your shoulder, they're giving you a little taste of a massage, like as you walk by, saying like, oh, massage. And so I walked by, and I didn't even look at them. I didn't even realize it was a lady boy. So I'm walking by, and they start grabbing me, and I just go, don't touch me. I yell out like, don't touch me. And she got offended and was like, go home, in a deep voice. Go home then. Like I'm a the type of tourist they don't want here or something. And like, you can't just grab people when they're walking by. And this was in COVID time too. Like, everyone's wearing masks and stuff, and then she's touching me. But I think when I said don't touch me, it triggered her that it's because I have a problem with her choices or whatever. No, but it wasn't about anything about how she's dressed or her choices or whatever. Her lifestyle is like anybody. I could have been blind and I would have said, don't touch me. Like, you know what I mean? It goes out to anybody. This is like the cute little downtown of Kampot. This would be good. I've been looking for a place to do a bike rental video. They look like they're got a whole little business and a little fleet there. Because every time I've walked up to one to do it, maybe I go in the afternoon and they've rented everything out, but I always show up and it's like empty. They have one motorbike and that looks like a dump, and I'm like, I'm not making a video there. That one looked good. So this is Kampot, if you're wondering. Whatever, we kind of reached where I was going to go, but I don't want to end it off yet. Someone says Kampot looks dead. No, it's like amazingly peaceful. What do you want it to be? Like where you can't even walk because there's so much traffic happening? Or? It's also Monday. Monday at dinner time. Oh no, it's Tuesday, right? Still, Tuesday is not a big time day. Actually, later at Karma Trader, it's Taco Tuesday, and they always hire a band, but that won't get going till like 8:30. And that's usually pretty good. So like that's the only thing going on. This bar is good too, Top Cat right here. I was thinking of one day could make a video in this one, this yellow one. It's a really nice seafood restaurant. It's like expensive though. Get a seafood platter. Kampot can be, it's hit and miss everywhere. Even I'll go to a show that in my heart, I feel guaranteed, oh, that's going to be packed. Or I've been to the last time that band was there and they played, it was packed. And you can't predict. Sometimes you show up for something that you're sure will be a hit and it's a total empty like miss. And then the other way around can happen sometimes too. And they finished that whole market square thing here. It's like a food hall now. Yeah, soon I might come live in Siem Reap for 1 month or 2 months, because there's a resort there saying you can stay for free if you spend your whole food and drink budget for the month at their place. Then they'll give you a free room. But you have to spend like $400. So what that basically means, if you do the math, they want you to spend $13 a day at their bar or restaurants. 13. And if you can do that, they'll give you a free private room. So that's a way I can experience living in Siem Reap but not have to give up my house I have here. And I could just go for a few months or 1 month and pump out videos like crazy. Yeah, because I was thinking about it, if you took all my food expense in a month and all my drink expense too, all the beers and going out drinking and stuff, and you add it all together, that's probably about 400. So like, it's like my budget wouldn't even change. I could just go sleep in their room for a month and then come back, and I kind of spent the same amount as any other month, or it might turn out to be just slightly more, but you get to have this experience and not give up my house. But then, yeah, electricity included. It's like a resort, but it's one of those party resorts, so it could be everyone partying all the time. But the reason they're doing it soon is because it's almost rain season, so it'll be low. Even though it's a party place, there won't be as many people there. And then to overcomplicate it again, they've got the same deal, but like a much better room, and you get a big screen TV and more space, and that's if you spend 500. So it's like a standard, something like that. And then I've been trying to nail it down, and they're not getting back to me. But it's, they must have been so busy over Khmer New Year that just happened. So I'm giving them some breathing space for them. But it said starting sometime in May, so it's still a couple weeks. Yeah, someone says, I hope the food is decent at that place because, yeah, so I asked him about that and he said they have 3 restaurants there. So they can't have everything bad. I don't know much else about it. I know one of the restaurants is a pizza restaurant and they have live music every day there. And so I could get involved in that too for more credit. Like I could play and their payment to me could be like a pizza and 3 cocktails or something. Or put some credit onto my tab. Like I bet you on the first day of the month you pay 400 and then the whole month you're whittling away at your tab that you put 400 on credit and you eat away at it every day. Like, yeah, someone says I wouldn't do it, but I think it's valid. Yeah, I know. I understand why it's not like for everybody, or it's, to get your most money's worth, you feel like you're not free to go eat wherever you want. You have to always eat there. But I think what I would do a lot of the time is take care of my breakfasts on my own out in the real world. Because if you've lived here a long time and you're not afraid of Khmer food, or you know where you can look around, like I could take care of breakfast for like $1.50, which in the resort, I doubt it, right? When you get all this stuff, like it'll be $5 for breakfast. So you could go out there and for like $1.50 or $2, I could sort a breakfast out. And that's only like adding another 50 a month covers breakfast. And then that 13 a day is only for lunch, dinner, and at nighttime. Then that's a little bit better. Yeah, it's like a party hostel, but they have private rooms. So what I'm talking about is a private room. It's called Funky Village. If you go to their Facebook, you'll probably see the post I'm talking about. It's like big letters. It says, free room, you heard us right. And then it says, but you have to have a food and beverage spend. And then I inquired and they told me it was 400 or 500 for a nicer one. Come to Solar Hotel, 400 a month, everything included. Yeah, all my meals and drinks too? That's what I'm saying. What do you mean everything included? You just mean rent and electricity? That's not everything. What I'm telling you is you just spend $400 on all your food and drinks and they give you the place for free. I don't think Solar Hotel is gonna pay for all my food and drinks. Also, is teaching English feasible here with good resume? What does that mean? I think you spelled feasible wrong. I'm not sure what you're asking. Like feasible means, would it be worth the money, or would you have enough? Is it worth your time for how much money you'll get? But then you're saying with a good resume. Of course it is. Like, I don't know. That's a really weird question. I don't understand really. Of course it is. Like, if it wasn't, why would people leave their whole life behind and come have a better life here, and then it's not feasible? That doesn't make sense to me. It's like your cost of living is about 800 or 900 a month, and you'll make 1,300 a month. So you could have like 400 US you can save every month. But many people spend more than that because you're cocktail night and we're going to the Korong Island, or you do little trips around the country and you go out on the weekends with friends and you can easily blow it on having fun and stuff. But if you did nothing like blowing it and you're just trying to save, you could probably save like $350 US a month after you pay all your bills and pay for everything. And when I lived in Toronto, I made about 4 times as much money as I did here, but my costs were like I would have no disposable money. Like I would just have enough to just cover everything, and I could maybe save 100 Canadian a month, like back in Toronto. Where like 1 month of rent is over $2,000 in Toronto. Here I pay $130 for my house every month, just $130. Yeah, so someone says they like my idea about getting a cheap breakfast. Yeah, because that is a good idea. And I don't really even need breakfast. Like I really want coffee, and then you just sort of need something to chew, something to, like just anything small so your stomach gets going. Like even an oatmeal cookie would be enough for me. You could probably get that for like 25 cents somewhere, I think. Right? Like if I had a coffee, an oatmeal cookie, and a banana, that's enough, and then you wait till lunchtime. Like, maybe a little bit of juice or something. We've got a lot of people in the stream. Hey, check out my playlist section, everybody. It's a quick way where you can go find exactly the type of videos that you want to see. You don't have to sift through the junk I've made that you don't care about. Go over to playlists, and then you can go, show me just apartment videos, or show me just hotels, or show me just the ones in Siem Reap. I have them all organized from different cities too in Cambodia, like that I visited. So while I have you all here, after this live stream, if you go watch a couple more, you can easily find ones you want in the playlist area. And consider becoming a member. Someone just joined yesterday, so it's slowly growing. The Tom Trips Out Army. Oh, I know, we can go this way. Yeah. Wow, we have 27. Oh, back to 25. This is the most. I usually have about 9 or 10 people. Now there's like 25, 27. So we're in Kampot, Cambodia, if you're just tuning in now, because it seems like it's more people now. I'm a Canadian. I'm from Toronto, and I've lived in Cambodia for like 4 years. I was a teacher for 2 years, teaching grade 8 English, and my channel got strong enough that I was able to go freelance a couple of years ago. And I make videos about living here and what it's like and cool stuff and how to do things and how to become a teacher. You could follow in my footsteps. And I have a bunch of friends that are still here teaching that I did the program with, and we're all still here. There's like 5 of us. The link's below for all that if you're interested. AVSE. And they help line you up with your first job, hands-on job support. If you're already getting your own TEFL, they have a shorter program where you skip all that stuff because you got it already and you just get some teaching practice and they give you the job support. So sometimes people do that. They'll get their own TEFL, then they come here and do that little short one and they get lined up with job interviews, and then there's no real panic about how you're going to find a job. This is a really cool Australian sports bar. That's actually the bar I was saying earlier about gigs, and we're talking to a bar to try to get a residency, which means you get to play once a week or, you know, every other week, like whatever it is, you get a scheduled gig all the time. And it's actually this place, this yellow place here. It's a really good bar, and the guy's a really good guy, and he's opening a second one like up the river. It's going to be Mate's Place River or something, or River Place or something. But getting in with that owner means he'd book us at both, like this one or the other one. Like, so you could, it's like getting connected to 2 venues at once because he owns both of them. And they show all the sports games there. I did a video about the Super Bowl there. If you like Cambodia content and you want more, I have a members area. There's a link below for that. It's only $4.99 and there's like extra videos. I've been doing it for 2 years, so there's over 200 sitting there. So if you just signed up for 1 month and quit, you could like binge all those and then just quit. And then every little penny in the hat like helps me push forward and grow. And then you get something back out of it. You get access to all that extra stuff. Okay, we're back to where we started. Someone says, my family and I are headed to Kampot next month. If I see a family of 7 walking around, say hi. Or you could say hi to me. Best route, Tom, from Bangkok to Kampot. I would take a plane and then take a taxi, private taxi. Because it would be like a 1-hour flight. And if you really look, you can get deals sometimes on AirAsia or these really small airlines that sometimes it can be like $80 or like less than $100 flight. Then you land at the brand new airport, Teco. Oh, it's probably like 50. It's gonna be like $50. Like, so if you want more budget, you could take like public transit from the airport into Phnom Penh, which is just gonna take a longer time, but it's probably cheap. Like a city bus that takes like whatever, like an hour, and it'll take you all the way into Phnom Penh. And then in Phnom Penh, you could get one of those van services, and that only costs like $8. So if you do it that long way, you could save like $40. Or you just land at the airport, there's already a guy waiting, he's holding a sign with your name on it. And you just get in his car, he just drives you straight to Canada. Like that's what I did when I came back from Canada. I landed, I already had a guy waiting for me, and I got in his car and he just drove me straight home to my door. Like, I didn't want to mess around. Wow, we got 32 now. Mary says, evening, Tom. New to the channel, wishing you success. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, just recently in the last 2 weeks, I jumped up like 4,000. Like in the last month, I went up 4,000. Isn't that crazy? It took me like a year and a half to get 1,000. It was going up like 400 people a day. So just imagine that, like every like 3-4 days. Every few days it was another 1,000. You know what? I was gonna end it, but we have so many people. Let's go back down to the water. This is actually my favorite street for the palm trees down there on the left. Look good. At the end of this street is the river, the riverside. Maybe we'll go over by the seahorse. There's a big seahorse statue that shoots water out. Someone says there's bolt used there. I don't know what that is. Any hotels you recommend around 30 Canadian dollars per night? Where? Kampot or? In Kampot, 30 could get you like luxury. Someone says any food or gas shortages? No, nothing at all. The gas went up by like almost 75 cents, and then it went back down a little bit, so it's still higher than before, but it's not as extreme. So the gas prices went up, and then like tuk-tuks and grabs went up a little bit, but then the company Grab, like the company that owns the whole thing, they were helping supplement so that the drivers wouldn't feel it and the customers wouldn't feel it. Mary's asking, are we just walking around Kampot? Yeah. I would have stopped it by now, but we have like 30 people. Let's go over to there's a big seahorse monument that shoots water out. I hate when I'm crossing the street and I'm relying on their momentum to pass by me so I can make it, and that they see me and they start slowing down, trapping me in the middle of the road. Like, look at that. So we're trying to walk over to that thing. Massive seahorse statue. So if you guys have ideas for videos you want, then go ahead and put it in the chat. Oh, Bolt is a rideshare app. No, they don't have that here. There's Pass App and Grab. That's it. And in Phnom Penh, there's a few more. Move, Tada. I think there's a food one called Wow Now, and they started doing tuk-tuks too. So Wow Now has tuk-tuks too, I think. But Kampot's so small, they just have the two companies. Someone says do a couple hotel reviews. I've done lots, but I guess there's always more you could do. I've done a few guest houses. I've done probably 5, I'd say. But someone says gorgeous, Grand Rising from Canada. Tom, what time is it there? I don't know. I can't see the time on my phone right now, but I bet you that it's about 6 p.m. Maybe like 10 minutes to 6, something like that. So whatever it looks close to on your thing, like that's what it is. I bet you it's like 5:39, something like that. Everyone does pictures with perspective where you like put your hand out and the water's like landing on your hand. And I did one, this is when they first built it like a year and a half ago. We came here and we did one where it was behind me like this. And I like turned my head. I can't do it now, but it was like going into one ear and out the other ear, the water in the picture. "7:10 a.m. Yeah, so it's 6 p.m. I'm 11 hours in the future for you. Right, it's Tuesday morning for you at 7:10 a.m. and it's Tuesday night. It's all like I'm already at the end of the same day as you now. I'm 11 hours in the future. And sometimes I'm 12 hours in the future, but you guys have the daylight saving. You guys go back and forth. Not all the whole world does that, you know. We don't, in Cambodia, they don't change their time ever. Someone says 14:07 in Finland. Yeah, so I'm 4 hours in the future for you. Maybe we'll walk down to the end of this. It's rare that I get 30 people in the room at once. Feel free to write stuff, you guys. So someone says, any visa agents in Kampot? Yeah, there are. There's at least 2 major ones. Thank you. I can smell barbecue. These people, they've got squids on a stick. It's the Cambodia flag. Hello, Joe. We're going on a little evening walk. Well, I walked around the beach for sunset, and it was going to be a short one, and then all of a sudden I have 30 people in the room now, so I'm just thinking keep it going. So I don't really have a plan right now. We're just walking and seeing what we'll find down here. I think there's a street food, like a lot of street food stalls collect down here at the end, so we could see if that's going on. Someone, have you ever tried out streaming on Kick? They have hourly pay. Yeah, I should try that. I don't know, I haven't turned it on. Oh, something's happening here, dance aerobics or something. I don't know why this music's coming out of here. Like, just for no reason, they're blasting that. Yeah, I could see there's going to be food stalls up here. This could be cool. Just around this bend, bunch of tiny food stalls all lit up. Street food people. I even have cash on me. We could go buy something. Someone says they're in Australia, getting expensive. Yeah. Look how loud that is. Wonder if there's any houses next to here that have to hear that every day. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's the volume level. It's so loud that it's almost not clear. Like, they really have it overly cranked. I have to shout to hear myself. Like, it's just like fried chicken. Here they'll like cut up, they'll give you like a mixed fruit tray. So someone says, Hey Tom, thank you for your videos. We are coming to Cambodia in 12 weeks through AVSE. Much appreciate the content. So in July, when are you coming? Someone says me too. And what do you mean by we? Is it two of you? That could be a good month for me. This one you pick a bunch of things and then he'll drop it in the, like you fill up a basket with what you want and then he'll drop it in the boiling oil or the water or the frying pan or whatever they do to it. Hello. I'm just taking pictures. Churros. That person's bike was stalling right in front of me when I'm trying to film. These things, they like crank a sugar cane here, like through a machine, and they press it with like lemon rinds, and they give you like a lemonade made with sugar cane. Someone says the flights now are $200 more than they used to be. Yeah, it's the gas probably, or the fuel. Like it's calming down from where the peak of it was when it was up high, but it's still way normal. What for gas? Like just normal at the gas station here. I keep coming back off the road because it's almost getting run over every 2 seconds. Look at that misty vista. These are like dried squids. You can smell it. Fried rice like that's probably $2.50, $2.50. Could be less even. Could be $2. Can you live comfortable for $800 in Siem Reap? Yeah, but that will be your that'll be your cost of living. So you won't save any. If all you have to work with is 800, you'll just break even. Like they set up kind of like camping chairs and tables, so if you buy something there you can sit down and eat it quick. There's a kid with squeaky shoes. A lot of them though, like I love noodle dishes or fried noodle, but a lot of them here, they just have a million packs of the instant ramen and that's what they use. Yeah, look, they've got them all ready to go. Hey, I'm just making video. Yeah. And so that stuff's made of like plastic. That's what I don't like. If you go to take a look, they jump all over you like they're so desperate to sell you something. And I'm like, just give me a second to take a picture. Eat some fried chicken. Give the lady some business. Someone says. I just thought that's boring, isn't it? These are some snails. Fudge or cake. It's like public workout equipment. So I guess he's making these things, these like crispy crepe rolls that are crispy. And it looks like there might be cheese in it. Matto is asking, have I ever tried the snails? No. People say it's good though. This is interesting, hey? Let's see what he makes here. Like, is this icing or is this sour cream or? Can't tell. Oh, now it's cheese. Someone said this crepe guy might see this video later and see himself. Then he'll be like, holy crepe. I'm getting bored. I want him to flip them or something. Do some action. So there's all this outdoor workout equipment where you use your own body weight, basically, as resistance workout. There's a couple more down there. Yeah, he's not even close to flipping them. I can see his body language. There's a lineup for this one. It's just watermelon and pineapple. It's probably just cheap. Maybe we should go buy a piece of fried chicken. Look at my humidities. That's how hot it is. Wow, we got 38 people. Give a like. Everybody, check out the links in the description if you're interested in teaching, or if you want to consider becoming a member of my channel. There's a lot of useful stuff down in the description. Like, here's some hotels right here. The Moon Kampot Resort. I could do a video there or something someday. Someone says it looks like I just came from the water, from Songkran, from getting sprayed with water guns. It's starting to look like less and less food and more just, look at this. I guess parents can pay to let their kids drive around on these things. It's just for little kids. Okay, let's start walking back. Okay, we're walking back to, there's an errand I have to run where I have to go pick something up. So we were there earlier and I didn't want to end the stream because I've never had like 30 people in it. There's 35 now. So yeah, the next video is coming up. I think I'm gonna do one on culture shocks that you can expect if you've never been here ever. Maybe the American barbecue place. Maybe you guys are suggesting I should do some more hotels around here. Maybe in one video I could show 2 hotels in one video. Like, so then you can see 2 at once. Another idea I have, I've done this before where I showed places that have swimming pools that you can go use their pool and stuff, but I only showed 3 and there's more. So I could do like another, here's some more pools you can go and use and stuff. And there's a really nice seafood restaurant where I want to get the platter where you get a bunch of everything. So like that's like 4 ideas right there. And then I had the gas prices one out, but like that's starting to calm down now, so it's not so relevant. But I could frame it like this is how that affected us, like in the past tense, like that it affected us a lot 2 weeks ago, and here's all the ways it affected us. Like, even though it's calming down now, you can still talk about it. So I got ideas, and then hopefully that'll last me till I go to Siem Reap for a month. And then that's like a new place for me. I've only visited there. I've never lived there, so I can pump out videos every day. Like, I'll make them every day, but I'll be scheduling them like every 2 or 3 days apart. So, and I'll get way ahead of myself. Yeah, pig pen. That was the American, when I mentioned American barbecue, that was another video I want to do. So it's like, get a big rack of ribs. The sun, she's a going down. There's more over there. Okay, so there's like a hot pot across the road here. Oh, I don't know what number that is. I thought that was a 6 in that yellow. There's a character and then 3 zeros. But it's not, it's a Khmer. I don't know what number that is. It's probably 6,000. So it's like $1.50 for that. It's got to be. Might be 10,000. Shit. Here he's making the juice, the sugarcane. Squeeze all the sugarcane. Then they mix like kind of like lime juice and ice and that sugar stuff. Oh, there's a water show. A water fountain light show. Oh, we're back to the music. All I've been eating lately is fried chicken like every day, or chicken wings. We'll watch this thing. Oh my god, you know what I mean? It's so loud that it's like pushing in my head. Like. Someone said I could do a Sunday roast video for the Brits. That's a good, there is a bunch of places that have it, that have a Sunday roast. Photobomb. When I went on one of those boat cruises that goes along this river here, it floated by right at this time, so I could watch this water show from the middle of the river, standing on the boat, looking at it. Like, I watched it from out there. Yeah, Matto's saying, oh, now my video will be copyrighted because of the music. But AI has tools now where when it catches you, it'll say, what do you want to do about it? We could... I can't even talk, it's so loud. Yeah, when they catch you in a copyright, they'll say, you can't monetize this unless you correct the mistake. So how do you want to deal with it? And it has options. And YouTube app itself, it has AI tools where it can eliminate just the music, all that you're talking. Even if you were talking over it, it'll keep your talking and take, with AI, they can take away just that song that's not allowed. And then using their bank of free music, you could put some lame music in that it's okay to have there. Like, so if it happens to me, I'll just click that button and tell YouTube's AI to suck out this music and put something else there. Wow, we got 36. I think this might be a record, guys. Press the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. I've just gone up by like 4,000 in the last month, so I'm a hot channel. Call the police and a fireman. What's up, Tom? We're in Kampot on the riverside, and I've been walking around, and it's been almost an hour and a half. I was gonna end it after like a half an hour, but then there was 30 people in this chat, so I've just kept walking around for everybody. The longer you guys all stay in here, I'll keep doing it. Actually, now we're heading over to a place just in the downtown, and I think when I get there, that's when we'll stop, because we've done a long, I usually do about an hour, and it's been almost an hour and a half now. We're coming back up to that seahorse now. Someone's asking, is it brutally hot in Kampot right now? It was the last like 2-3 weeks. And just yesterday or 2 nights ago, there was like a big rainstorm system flew by. We got rain overnight one time, and it cooled everything down, but still hot. Look at my whole shirt is that's just because it's hot. But I'm saying instead of 40 degrees, it's like 31 or something, you know what I mean? So, which is still hot. Next. Hello, Tom. How's your day going? You've been in Cambodia for a good period. Have you looked into residency? You don't need to do that. I don't know if that exists. I've never heard of that. People talk about citizenship sometimes, but it's really tough. Even if you marry a woman here, you don't automatically get it. And there's no real point. What's the point? One of the advantages is it's very easy to buy land and own land, because it's tougher for a foreigner to own land. Hello. I guess the point is so you don't have to renew your visa every month, or? No, I've never done a border run in my life. I have a yearly visa. I just renew it every year, working visa. I've left Canada 5 years ago, and I've never done a border run ever in my life. I'm on a 12-month business working visa that I've had that from the start, and I just renew it every year. Yeah, like border run, that's not even supposed to be a thing you're supposed to be doing. Like if they knew you were doing that, they wouldn't let you. You know what I mean? That's not a viable way to do it. That's like a way to do it if you're not supposed to even be here long term. That's how people sneak around and do it, is by doing border runs. It's not even really allowed. In Thailand, they stopped allowing it, and here you have to just like not tell them you're doing that. If you say that at the border, they won't let you back in, I think. They want you to enter in the proper visa, not pretend you're a tourist 10 times in a row a year. Like. But I guess, yeah, if you had residency or citizenship, then you wouldn't have to pay for that every year, or it's expensive. Because I have to also get a work permit and a visa. And what else? It costs a bit more because I don't have all the proper documents because I'm just freelance. So all put together, the permit and the visa, and it was more expensive this year. It was something like $500. It's like $500 a year to stay here. What's funny is one of the first bands I had here, our name was called the Visa Runners. People do it, or what they'll do is they meant to, when they first got here, they should have got an ordinary visa, it's called, which is the precursor to getting the working visa. But by accident, they enter the country and they've entered on a tourist one. And when you do that, you cannot convert a tourist one into a working one. You have to leave and come back. So like that's when most people do a border run if when they came in the first time they got the wrong one. So the only way to fix that is to leave and come back in with the right one. So once that person does that and they come back in with the right one, then you no longer have to do a border runs anymore because you have the right one. You just renew it. You just get the next one. They were gonna be like, "Sir, you want a massage?" And then she saw I was filming. Wow, now there's almost 40 people. Everybody, if you're interested in moving abroad or teaching, I've got links below in the description. So open up that description now and see what's in there, and there could be useful links to you. Also, if you go in my playlist section, I have over 1,000 videos in my channel all about Cambodia. So if you go to my playlist, it's all sorted and organized so you can not have to sift through garbage you don't want to see. You could quickly go find, I want to see all the ones in Siem Reap, and you could click on my Siem Reap playlist, or you could click on my, apartment tours, or go to my hotel tours, or there's ones on like how to do things, like how to get your drinking water, or where to buy work clothes, or how to get visas or bank accounts, or like cell phone plans, and how to make friends. So that's what I recommend. Subscribe and go look at my playlist, and then if you want extra stuff and you want to help me out, consider becoming a member. The links are below for that. It's $4.99 and you just basically get extra videos. And we're back at that sports bar, Mate's Place. It's an Australian sports bar. That's where I saw the Super Bowl. But for the time difference, I had to come at like 6 in the morning here to see the American Super Bowl. And I made a video that time so you can see that. Wow, we have 43 now. I'm going to keep going. I was going to stop back there, but I've never had over 40. This is a record, everybody. What's it say here? It's super easy to register a company online now. Okay. Hello. Everybody's so nice, eh? So you say, doesn't seem to be many single ladies of dating age there. Yeah, Siem Reap's better. Just recently I was in Siem Reap like 3 weeks ago. And I noticed the contrast right away. I'm looking around, oh my God, like young girls, like girls under the age of 50, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't mean young, I mean like between 25 and 40, like 45, between 25 and 45, like that kind of thing. And yeah, there's not as many here. There are though, and sometimes there are, like certain weekends, big groups of backpackers come through, like maybe from the UK, and it's like a whole bunch of young people, and you'll go to some bar that's what I was saying, it's hit and miss in Kampot. I'm like, well, nothing going on, maybe I'll just go to this bar, and then I walk in and it's just packed of people partying and having fun, and they're all and all the lads, and they have girls with them too, and there's a whole big group of people that are traveling through Asia together. They're in Kampot for a few days, and so that can happen often, but you can't really make friends with those people because it's so temporary. Like you meet them and then they're gone, and then. So you were saying like of dating age, like you see them, but they're only going to be here for 2 days. Like. So this is that new market square that they were building here. This is all the construction in the center of town. That I did a video here when they were breaking the ground, and now it's all finished. Big food hall. I just renewed my work visa and work permit. It's $385 for both. My school pays for it. Yeah. When I was a teacher, they would pay for most of it. Like you pay for it first, and then you give them the receipts and they add it to your paycheck. But I have to pay extra because I don't have any documents. You know what I mean? You have to, usually your school gives you an employee letter and gives you some stuff and their tax forms, and then they give them these papers, and then the same thing goes for the work permit. Both those things have documents that are required, and if you don't have any documents, the agency just charges you more money. And so that's what I have to do. So I end up paying probably 80 more, or something like $80 more than you, just because I don't have any documents. Looks like a good place, eh? El Plaqueno. This is a really good seafood place. If I ever make a seafood platter video, I might do it here. It'll be like $20 meal though. $20 lunch. Looks like it's getting foggy, eh? Must be the humidity. Anything new on border conflict with Thailand? No, that's like, I don't mean to belittle it or trivialize it, but it's like that's pretty much over now, like compared to what it was. They're still occupying. Like when they came over the border, Thailand, and they kicked about 500,000 people out of their homes and their villages and everything, and they occupied all that. And then when it all got settled, and now it's over, they didn't give it back. So all those people come back, and there's like Thai people and army people robbing their houses and not letting them back in their own houses and stuff. So I think there's a big chunk of people that, even though the conflict's kind of over, no one's shooting or anything, but they can't get back in their own homes. But it's way far away. Hours and hours and hours away from here, like out in the middle of nowhere in the jungle. So it's not like something that I deal with in my day-to-day life. This place is good. They have a good fish and chips, Titanic. Okay, it's been over an hour and a half now. Okay, do you need to have a signed lease before getting a 1-year renewal on visa? I don't think so. I didn't have to give anything about where I live at all. sometimes they make you get this app that all foreigners have to have, and it just keeps track of where you are, like just for your own safety. Even if you went missing, then they would have you as a number and where you're supposed to be living and all this stuff. So in that app, you should enter in whatever address you have just for your own safety if people come looking for you or you go missing or something. But you don't need any proof of any lease or anything. And leases are all different amounts of time too. You don't have to, you can start on any day of the month, doesn't have to be the first, and you could have like a 2-month lease, or you could have a 4-month lease. It doesn't have to be a year, and it doesn't have to start on the first. You could just walk in and give them the money and they give you the key that second. Next, I'll eventually move to Cambodia, but I see people making videos now claiming they can't get jobs. I don't know, they're probably unqualified or not trying hard at all, or they don't know what they're doing, or they didn't have any accredited qualifications, you know, like AVSE, and they don't have anyone backing them up or like being a reference for them like AVSE does, with strong connections to like all the schools in need and everything. Because AVSE, the thing I have a link for below, they do a course every month. So every month it's a new group, and it takes 4 weeks, and then it's the next month and a new group comes in. And it's anywhere from like 10 people to like 8 to 10 people to sometimes even like 20 people in a class. And every single person gets a job every time, every month, like no problem. So I just can't believe it. I don't buy it that people say they can't get a job. But maybe it's because those people in the classroom I'm talking about, they're getting all the jobs. Maybe that's why. There's less risk going with someone from AVSE with such a good track record and all that than someone just cold off an airplane. And I've never had a problem trying to find a job. I know I don't teach anymore, but there was times where I was almost going broke and I would go find part-time work or find online students. Or it's how much what it seems like to me is they don't have any real motivation or desire to actually teach or get the job. They just send out the resume to a few things and they don't hear back, and then they stop. Because they probably didn't even want to do it in the first place, you know? Because if you follow up and you hustle and you ask around and you don't stop, then you'll find each other, the employer and you. All right, I'm going to end it off here, even though we still have 38 people. So again, I suggest go look at my playlist section, because it's even organized for every city. You could see Battambang, Kampot, Kep, Koh Rong Island, Siem Reap, or Phnom Penh. You can see like hotels or apartments, or it's all like organized. So restaurants, food stuff. So go check all that out and subscribe and press like and consider becoming a member, because I could use the help. And until next time, remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out. Bye, Raymond.